Welcome to a coffee vlog. Today we're going to jump into something slightly different. This one is the Earl Grey tea based London Fog. So without further ado, I've never made this before, so you're going to share the first time making with me. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so this one is commonly known as a tea latte. It's based with Earl Grey tea and then some vanilla just to make those Earl Grey flavours pop, and with a sweetener as well, which we're going to use honey, so kind of a natural sweetener, and of course steamed milk. So we're going to really steam the milk, really nice, nice foam on top, and let's get this rolling. Okay, so we need hot water. You can get hot water from the coffee machine, but I'm going to go with the kettle. I always think the kettle gives a better hot water. So let's get this done. And as soon as that's boiled, we will then be needing some steam. So we will use the coffee machine, but we're only using the steam one. Right, so I'm going to get an Earl Grey out, put that into my cup. Just the one tea bag. Oh, I can really smell these Earl Grey aromas coming up. Okay, and like I say, we're just waiting for this. So at the same time as getting this ready, I'm going to pop some vanilla straight in. You can add it to the milk or you can add it to the tea. So I'm going to add it to the tea. And I'm going to add some honey as well. Straight to the flavour. There we go. Obviously sweetness is to taste, so do you want to put more in? Do you want it sweeter? Put some more in. If you don't want it as sweet, put a bit less. The honey is obviously optional, but they really do recommend the vanilla just to pop those Earl Grey flavours. Kettle's boiling by the magic of YouTube. As soon as that's boiled, we're going to pour it on. There we go. I'm going to do that much. So you can see there how much water I've put in. Hot water, just to let that brew. I say brew, but the technical word is steep. So we're steeping this tea for about 4 minutes, so I'm going to bring you back in 4 minutes time by the magic of YouTube. 2 minutes in, and you can start to see that those beautiful flavours are starting to come out as the tea is steeps. I keep trying to say brew, but that's kind of a northern thing. I don't know whether you can put a northern twist on a London Fog, but here we go. We're doing it right now. So while the tea's finishing off, we're going to get steaming, I think, so that it all comes together around about the same time. So I've kind of done around about that much milk, as you can see there, around about there in the bottom of the jug. So not there, which I'd normally do for kind of cappuccino, slightly down under. Get this blasting now. So first thing that I do when I'm going to steam on the Sage machine is I just get the steam coming through, and then I knock it off and then put the jug on. I tend to find then we're not getting any water or anything. You see the first lot is water that comes out of there, and we start to produce steam in a moment. I just don't want all that water in my milk. So there we go. As I said before, we want a really good head of foam. So in order to produce that, we've really got to concentrate on our foam. It makes some really nice cappuccino foam, really, I suppose is the only way to describe it. We don't want huge bubbles, but we want plenty of foam, so just keep your eye firmly on your jug and your temperature, milk temperature, really important. And as that foam produces, just keep sliding your steam arm a little bit further and a little bit further out, just to maintain that position within the jug. And you're kind of growing that milk foam. So just over 130, and I'm going to knock it off. Let's have a look at that. You can see that? Yeah. Beautiful. As always, wipe and purge. Make sure we've not got any milk in there. We don't need milk carrying over. There we go. Beautiful. Right, so let's start putting this together. First thing I'm going to do is take the tea bag out. I'm going to give it a bit of a squeeze, just to get those flavours. I can really smell that aroma. The Earl Grey is really coming through, so is the vanilla and the honey as well. Okay, that's the tea bag out. Right, let's get some of this milk going. You can see the foam coming on top. Now I did get a spoon just in case I needed to spoon a bit more on, which I might do, just to put some on the top. There we go. I don't want it to spill down the side. There. And you can see how deep the foam goes, those lovely textures. I think what I will do is I will put a little bit of cinnamon on the top, because that seems like the right thing to do for me. You don't have to, you can do whatever you like, but I just quite like that. Cinnamon flavours. There we go, and there we have it. That is a London fog. As usual, the grand tour. So whichever way you want to call it a tea latte, you want to call it a London fog. I'm going to do the ice version in a moment. And then we've got the cinnamon topping, which I've put on, but really it's entirely up to you whether you want that or not. But there we go. Let's go straight in for the taste test, see what this one's like. Okay, so I get very nervous about tasting these because I want you to enjoy it. I don't want to show my face of not enjoying it if I don't like it. So I've never tried this one before. I've never made this one before. This is the first time. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice. That's really warming. Yeah, that's really warming, really smooth. You get those you get those sweet flavours coming through, so you can taste the honey, and the vanilla really makes the Earl Grey really pop. Yeah, so that's really good. Really, really good. And it looks good too. So there we go. One London fog. Okay, so we're going to dive straight into the ice version. For this you will just need something to shake. I just use this one. This is just readily available from Amazon. It's only a couple of quid. Just a cocktail shaker, just to brew your tea in and just to shake it together with some ice to cool it down. So exactly as I did before, just going to get my tea bag, pop that in. I've boiled the kettle, that's ready to go. I'm going to put, whereas you could, in the hot version, you could put your honey or your vanilla in with the milk. You can't really do that with the ice version because it won't really sink in. It will do on the topping if we're going to put some foam on the top, but with this one really you need the hot water to kind of activate the honey and the vanilla in there with the tea bag. Okay, again, so it's 4 minutes. I'll make sure that tea bag is sat in there. We'll give it 4 minutes and then we're going to put this together. Okay, so we're fast forwarded by the power of YouTube. I'll give the tea bag a bit of a squeeze. It's steeped in there for 4 minutes, just enough to allow the flavours but not to over brew. We'll make a good brew as we do up north. We're going to put some ice straight in, just to cool it and give it a shake. Let's keep all those flavours in there together. There we go. And we get a glass. Put the ice in the glass. Well, first we're going to need to do some milk foam, just bear with me. So the milk foam I'm going to put into the little whipper. Move that. Take the lid off. Single-handedly take the lid off. Pour that in. So that's just going above the little blade in the bottom. Pop the lid on. There we go. That's going to make our milk foam. Pour our tea. We might not need it all. There's our tea. And then we're going to add some milk. I'm going to add whole milk, and then in the top on the foam is the skimmed. So I'll pour this out nicely so you can see it starting to swirl and mix. And then we'll put our foam on top as soon as that finishes. This one's going to look great. Really, we need to put the milk foam on the top of this one. I mean, you could get away with not doing, just filling it with milk, giving it a little bit of a mix, and you'd get the same effect, but you wouldn't get the foam on top. And what we're looking for really with the London Fog is the good heavy foam on top. See, that's coming together very nicely. And you can also get the same foam with oat milk. You can do this whole thing as a non-dairy. Oat milk, almond milk, coconut milk. Just experiment with whipping to see which one whips. I know that, there we go, look at that. Beautiful foam there on top. And there we have it. There is the London Fog in an ice version. And here we go, Grand Tour. So you can see there you got the milk foam on the top. You can see the foam there, and then we've got the milk, and then we've got the tea at the bottom. We can give it all a nice mix before we go in for the taste test. But yeah, looking good, looking good. Okay, we're going for the taste test. So I'm going to actually give it a mix. So I like all those flavours to come together. Straight in the sink. And there we go, you can see that. Ready to go. Mixed in there really nice. Oh yeah, I think that version is better, actually. I think I prefer that. You can really taste the tea, you can taste the honey, the vanilla, you got a nice foam on top, so you're getting that sensation as well. Yeah, that's really good, really, really nice drink. So there we go, iced tea, or London Fog, whichever one you want to call it. Well, thank you for watching. I'll just grab my tea, my iced tea. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. But please, if you have a go, please just pop a comment down, let me know how you got on, if there's something that you think is technically different. I've never made this before, this is the first time having tried one elsewhere, so yeah, let me know if there's something that I should be doing. If I need to put lavender on it and totally change my world, then let me know in the comments. Well, apart from that, please give us a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time.